Take a nice long look. It won't last long. This beard is on its way out, as you know. So here's the deal. All last night was on a plane flying back from Los Angeles, then Chicago, then here back to Nashville. I slept on a plane, but I had showered before, about 9:30 at night. So this is my hair after me sleeping on a plane. After I did fix it, but it's been over 12 hours at this point. So here's to the first look outside and a little bit better lighting of how this hairstyle might play out. So again, this is the work of an actual Hollywood stylist. His last name was he was French Canadian, and he said it's spelled like cry, but you just reverse the letters, so like CYR, I think is what he said. So I want to talk more about that event. So again, if I was actually paying for that haircut, I don't know, like $250, whatever, but I got it for free because of the secret event, which I will go so public with sometime in January when I get the green light. But I love your speculations in the meantime, and all I can do is smile and nod and think, yep, maybe you're right. So I was talking to the guy that gave me the free Hollywood haircut because it was part of the event. And so he's 52 years old, and he had to make my hairline look as close as possible to a Norwood one. That was what he had to do. And I was upfront with him about it. I said, look, I know I don't have a Norwood 1. I know I've got Norwood 3, and I know that I've got thinning. I'm not in denial about this. And he says, don't you worry about it. We'll take care of it. So because I was open and confident as I talked to him about that, he opened up to me. So he's 52 years old, he said. And I noticed when he said, we'll take care of it, I noticed he had started putting in whatever the Hollywood equivalent to Go Fiber is. He was putting that in my hair. And I believe he told me that he uses it. He also told me that he's had, I think he said 2 hair transplants. And for a 52-year-old man, I want to say his hair looked maybe a little bit, maybe like 3.5 as far as the Norwood scale. So maybe something like that. His hair was a bit longer. And it was a little bit thinner on top, but I mean, for a 52-year-old man, it looked very good. And it's funny because that's the first time I've ever talked to anyone in real life that told me they had a hair transplant. So I don't really know what I'm looking for. But yeah, he's very open about it. And he also told me that he's on finasteride, right? That's the off-brand of Propecia, right? And so I asked him, I said, any side effects? And he immediately went, you mean? He said, yeah, no side effects. So this is a man who's doing it all. He's doing the drugs, the prescription drugs. He's doing the powder shaking in. And he's had 2 hair transplants. And so he was very pleased with his decision. He was very open and honest about it. And I enjoyed that conversation. I thought, this is nice. I mean, I'm used to having these conversations on my YouTube channel, but here's a guy that can talk freely about it, and really made me feel comfortable about it. And I think he did a great job with my hair. And by the way, this is without any powder in it. This is it with just the Suavecito. I can never say it right. I never care. Suavecito, whatever it is. It's just with the water-based pomade. So I thought that was interesting. And, and I'm happy for him. I'm happy for him that he's done all those things at age 52. Because he was telling me, he said, well, my dad and all my brothers are completely bald. So I said, so you're saying had you not done all these things, you'd be completely bald. And I mean, that's basically the obvious speculation that would be his fate as well. So, he works in Hollywood and he deals with this all the time. What about all the men who don't get hair transplants that are in Hollywood? And, his job is to kind of color in the details. And he knows how to cut their hair in a way that will work out. So I'm very happy about this because I I wanted shorter hair, and I was willing and kind of ready to get a crew cut. I had already had the picture saved in my phone. I went to the Wikipedia page for crew cut, and there's this one guy like running a race, and he's to the side, and you can kind of see like how short it was. But I got to get my son's haircut today, so when I go there, I'll tell them, hey, take a look at my hair, put that in the computer for the next time I need a haircut. Let's see if this is something we can duplicate. I am very happy about how low maintenance it is, and I feel really good about it. So just wanted to show you that story with you about the Hollywood stylist that works for Access Hollywood. It was fun getting he took a long time doing it. Like he spent his time getting all of it right. So it was there you go. I still say to everyone, do whatever makes you feel confident with your hair loss situation. He did all those things, and I could tell he was very happy. And he may be even proud of all the things he's done to keep his hair in at age 52. And he was even telling me, he said, yeah, I finally, this past couple months, let my hair go gray. He says, I've been dyeing it, and now I'm just letting it go gray. I'm 52. If I can still have this much hair, then what do I have to worry about? So it was just good to see him. It was good to see him embracing where he's at and finding a way that he can feel comfortable in who he is. And it was funny. I mean, and being a kind man, he said, you know, he was like, well, maybe you should try Propecia or Finasteride. He said, you know, just because he was pleased with the results, you know, and I'm sure a lot of people would. You know me, I'm not going to, because it's not how I would find peace. I will find peace by being the balding advocate, and we're going to watch me slowly go bald in real time. And I guess because I've had one person request it, I am going to film me shaving the beard tonight that everybody loves. So that'll take place, and I'll upload a video for that. So here you go. Perhaps the last time you see the beard, which he also professionally trimmed. This is the best beard you'll ever see me have, because it is a month old, plus it's professionally trimmed. There you go. The end is near.